Be prepared to enter a world stranger than you have ever imagined. The world of witchcraft, magic, and ritual. This is a journey back to the roots of paganism, to mystical belief and superstition. A timely journey, because there is an occult explosion taking place in the Western world.
In nomine Satanas, Lucifer excelsis Dei.
Hail Satan!
Hail Satan!
Be prepared to change your mind about the occult. It was in the primitive tribal world that man first learned to summon the ancestral gods and goddesses, to call on forces higher and more powerful than himself. The search for supernatural powers continues, in spite of science and technology. In the heart of downtown New York, even today, occultists call on the old gods.
Watch us come and stand in our circle. Come, watch us come and stand in our work.
Why, you may ask, in a modern and supposedly enlightened world, should there be a hankering for these strange and to some frightening beliefs?
People are looking for the old earth traditions, the traditions that in some senses their ancestors had. You know, there's an old joke that if you go far enough back, everyone's ancestors were pagans. And it's true. It really is true. And so in some senses, you can see this movement as an attempt to go back and take out the juice, take the folk traditions, the dances, the songs. Nobody does that anymore.
With the waters of life, do I consecrate this sacred grove.
Modern witchcraft draws heavily on ancient Celtic traditions of nature worship. Whether in the country or the city, its rituals follow the cycle of the seasons.
All hail be to thee, mighty ones of the north. You're at lords within the realm of the horned one, shining bright and swift as a stag. Join the children of Aryan Rod.
Witchcraft is known to its followers as Wicca, the craft of the wise. Members meet in small groups called covens. They are led by a high priestess who represents Mother Nature and the goddess of the moon.
All hail be to thee, mighty ones of the south. You are at lords within the realm of the serpent. So mote it be.
So mote it be.
Happy Seven, everyone!
Most religions totally forbid any involvement with witchcraft. Considered evil and demonic and linked to Satanism, witches were accused of worshipping the devil. Until quite recent times, to be a witch was to be condemned to burn in hell. If the devil lives anywhere, it could be in San Francisco.
From our point of view, it really makes no difference whether you pray to a father god, or to a mother goddess, or to an entire gaggle of gods and goddesses. You're still wishing the same thing. You're still wishing to be included. You're still wishing for their acceptance. You're waiting for them to put their arm or arms around you and say, you belong, you are part of us, you can relax, we will take care of you, we approve of you, we endorse you. The Satanist, the black magician, does not seek that kind of submergence of the self. We do not seek to have our decisions and our morality approved or validated by any higher god or being. We take responsibility unto ourselves.
The Temple of Set follows the ancient Egyptian Prince of Darkness, Satan, in another guise. It's America's only legal satanic church and enjoys tax-free status. Lilith Sinclair and Temple Director Michael Aquino edit the Satanic Newsletter. It has a circulation of 75.
Basically, Christians, as well as many other religions, and even a lot of the occult groups are around, are afraid of us. We threaten them. Not physically, but our existence and our philosophy threatens their security because we pose questions that they don't want to face and that they don't have answers for.
The Temple of Set emerged from the Church of Satan, founded in the mid-60s by Anton LaVey, a one-time lion tamer and carnival performer, and the Church of Satan's self-appointed magus.
Satan, Leviathan, Lucifer, in the name of our most exalted God, Satan, Lucifer, I command thee to come forth. Shemham Parash.
Shemham Parash.
Hail, Satan.
Hail, Satan.
Friend and companion of the night, thou who rejoicest in the baying of dogs and spilt blood, look favorably on our sacrifices. Open wide the gates of hell, and come forth. Shemham Parash.
Shemham Parash.
Hail, Satan.
Well, it had occurred to me for many, many years that there was a large gray area between psychiatry and religion that was untapped, and no religion had ever been based on man's carnal needs or his fleshly pursuits. All religions are based on abstinence rather than indulgence, and all religions, therefore, have to be based on fear. Well, we don't feel that fear is necessary to base a religion on. The fact that religions for thousands of years have been telling people what they should do and what they shouldn't do according to the basic whims of a person who might be running the show is very understandable. We're realists, we Satanists, but we also feel that a person has to be good to themselves before they can be good to other people. This is a very selfish religion. We believe in greed, we believe in selfishness, we believe in all of the lustful thoughts that motivate man, because this is man's natural feeling.
I decided that I liked Anton LaVey. He was a pleasant man. He believed in what he was doing, and underneath his somewhat Mardi Gras exterior, I sensed that there was an individual who did in fact have a new perspective on the human equation, on what humanity is.
The Temple of Set is the Church of Satan grown up. The Church of Satan started out on a very self-indulgent, materialistic level. At the time, this was the way it was presented, that there was nothing more than that. The nude female figure was used as a living altar, was a symbol of carnality, of the ties to the flesh. And the sexual content was really beside the point. I have been an altar several times. I don't function that way at this time because the Temple of Set simply doesn't use living altars. They're not ruled out. We simply haven't had occasion to use it. It was quite an experience. It was one that I felt honored by and that I enjoyed quite a bit.
On this altar is one of a number of daggers which we may use in our rituals. This one happened to belong to the commanding general of the most elite unit of Germany's infamous SS, which was concerned with black magic and occultism research in general. Anything that it could find that had to do with the origins of the human race, destiny of humanity.
The perverted view of the occult held by Heinrich Himmler was of an evil magic that could help create a new master race. Wewelsburg Castle is where he performed his ceremonies.
I have been to the Wewelsburg, which still preserves Heinrich Himmler's ritual chambers to this day, and have conducted a black magical ritual in the so-called Hall of the Dead beneath the Wewelsburg. This particular dagger is inscribed to our comrade in the Leibstandarte Theodor Wisch, Brigadeführer, a major general in the Waffen-SS. And on its blade, it bears the inscription, Mein Ehre heißt Treu, or my honor shall be known by my faithfulness.
Now, if a Christian said to you, you were just really worshipping yourself, what would you say?
In a sense, they would be right. It is a form of self-worship. The only thing that keeps it from being totally that is that there is this sentient being, which is the Prince of Darkness, or Set, or Satan on a more primitive level. But it is a relationship of mutual respect rather than worship in the popular sense of the word. Yes, we regard ourselves very highly because we feel we are superior beings in a sense that we're not just little robots going around punching our time clocks, getting up, going to sleep, and that's our existence. There's much more to it than that, and we feel that we are gaining the knowledge of that deeper universe.
Anybody who attempts to explore Satanism needs to be strongly advised against it. Satan himself masquerades as an angel of light. The very nature of Satan is such that he is a liar, and that he endeavours to convey something which is not true. And I think people who are deceived into being caught up in that are placing themselves in a very dangerous position. And my strong advice would be cut with it immediately.